Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of February 7th, 2021. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. I'm Caleb Black with our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury. And it's time for Bracket 5 of the Who's the GOAT tournament. Watch the videos beforehand. Watch the videos beforehand so we don't have to explain to you what's going on. The current winners of the brackets are Randy Orton, Big E, Rey Mysterio, and Triple H. Today we determine who the fifth winner in this bracket is. We don't know the picks.
Also, today's bracket or today's winner will start the second half of the 8-man bracket for Mania weekend.
Yep. So we don't know any of the picks ahead of time. Max has it all on a list. All we did was pick numbers. Luke, you get to call the coin toss. Let's get to it.
All right. Hold me here.
Heads.
Tails.
Oh, I defer. Okay.
All right. You picked.
Oh, no, I defer.
Oh, you deferred. I'm sorry. Luke, you've got number 10, Lita.
Ooh. Okay. All right, and your time starts. 3, 2, 1, go.
Lita, former women's champion, back when the women's I'm going to call it the revolution, not the evolution, started, was one of the first women to be taken in a man's sport that could get in the ring and mix it up with all of the guys. One of the most athletic women's performers of all time. One of the most villainated, I guess is the word I can say for it. Vilified, thank you. Women in professional wrestling with the storyline with Edge and Matt Hardy. One of the only two women to ever to main event Raw for the first time, being her and someone else who was eliminated, Trish Stratus. Lita is pound for pound one of the most talented women's athletes in the history of professional wrestling. And she has a really nice rock band as well, and does a lot of good charity work with animals. She's a very great professional.
Time. I see. Yeah, that's done.
All right, Caleb, you picked number 9.
Give it to
Mickey James.
Ooh, okay. All right. So a woman's going to the semis.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right. And go.
Mickey James, one of the other more formidable opponents that Trish Stratus had on the underside of Lita, coming in directly into a storyline with Trish, with almost zero preface, almost zero groundwork, came in as Trish Stratus' super fan, and went on to have a long feud with Trish over really who was going to be the real Trish Stratus. Not only interesting for the time, but it was something completely different. This was a time period where women had to be integrated slowly. Mickey James came in, shot straight to the top in the main event with the other top female main event wrestling performer. Multiple-time women's champion, still to this day, current active roster member, was one of the surprise entrances at the previous year's at the Royal Rumble last Sunday. Mickey James's ring work speaks for itself. She comes from a family of wrestling. Her husband's the current NWA World Champion, Nick Aldis. Her contributions to wrestling not only include her time as an agent for the women's division, but her active participation in current matches with women, with wrestlers like Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, names that needed the elevation and the help.
Time. I would also like to point out, before you make your decision, I know we're not usually not allowed to do this, but I do feel that with Mickey James, something that does need to be noted, and it's just being fair, she was also the first woman to main event a TNA Impact in a cage match.
Yep.
You didn't get to that, but I feel that is
that was going to be one of my follow-ups if she won.
Has to be mentioned.
Well, based on those arguments, I'm surprised there, but I got to go with Mickey James.
I agree.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
I agree 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. It had to be noted.
It was going to be one of my next
I'm
things,
sorry. Well, I mean, you can still use it, but
I got a good.
A lot of people don't think about that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that if she went, that people, or if she lost, people actually knew that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, great pick, man. Mickey James for sure.
All right, Caleb, you won that one.
Yes, sir.
So you're going to call it in the air.
Heads.
It is heads.
I defer.
All right, Luke. You've got number...
Why do we even...
number 56, the Big Red Machine.
Oh,
this is easy. This is easy.
Your time starts now.
Kane, probably pound for pound, one of the biggest, best big men in professional wrestling. Has a tenure that you can put up against anyone in professional wrestling. He come in, he did 3 different gimmicks before becoming Kane. All 3 of those gimmicks were, granted, were shit, but they weren't his gimmicks. They were gimmicks that were given to him. Kane has the career eliminations in the Royal Rumble, the most appearances in all of Royal Rumble history. Has been heavyweight champion numerous times. Had one of the greatest tag teams in Team Hell No, as well as the Brothers of Destruction, as well as teamed with the Hurricane
and X-Pac.
Tag teams personified. Kane was in the mix. Yeah, was in the mix on top for his entire run. He also still makes appearances from time to time, as well as being the mayor of his hometown, which has come under fire here recently, but that doesn't...
Time!
No, thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Kane, for sure.
Caleb.
Yo.
You picked number 18, The Miz.
Ooh. Okay.
And your time starts now.
The Miz started out as a reality TV star and promised everybody he was going to be a WWE superstar one day. Everybody in Hollywood on TMZ mocked him relentlessly. Makes it to Tough Enough and loses to Daniel Puder. Returns to the SmackDown roster not 3 months later and skyrockets over the last 10 years into every single championship picture. Both Raw and SmackDown tag titles before when they were just the World and WWE tag titles. U.S. champion, Intercontinental champion, and was the highest rated for almost 10 years of television WWE champion. That's why they call him a must-see champion, because that's legitimate. He expanded that by main eventing Wrestle Freakin' Mania against John Cena and winning the world, defending successfully the world title. Has his own television show as a spinoff that is highlighted by the USA Network. 100% still to this day.
Time.
Damn. That's all right. That's all right.
That's a hard one, bro.
That is a hard one, because you got
both those. Yeah. I've got so much more shit I can talk about.
The same with Miz.
Yeah, I mean that's a hard one. Yeah. I don't envy you at all.
Based on the arguments there, though, I think I got to go with Kane.
Okay,
I don't disagree.
No, that's fair.
I mean, I would have been happy for the Miz too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a lot to be said about both of them still. So,
all right.
So I flip.
You flip. Yep.
Yeah, Luke, you won that one.
Okay.
Call me here.
Go ahead. Tails.
Heads it is.
Fuck's sake. I guess I'm going first. You have to make that abundantly clear, though.
It's called I win.
Are you going first or am I going?
Oh, you're going first.
Okay.
For sure.
We had to make it.
I actually thought about going first just to fuck with
That's the last of the first round, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You picked
the second
37, Batista.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm interested to see how this goes. And your time starts now.
Batista. What can be said about Batista? 2-time winner of the Royal Rumble. Member of one of the greatest factions of all time in Evolution, was the workhorse of Evolution. Main evented WrestleMania, defeating Triple H for the heavyweight championship. Is one of very few wrestlers to breathe the rarefied air of Hollywood like John Cena and The Rock before him. Has key wins over John Cena, Chris Jericho, Kane, The Undertaker, Edge. You name it, he's beat them. That's just how that is. Batista at one point was the face of SmackDown. His promos on point. His program with Eddie Guerrero, fantastic. Batista's crossover into the Marvel franchise, legendary. The man can do it all. He is basically The Rock, but not The Rock, if that makes sense. And honestly, that's one of the matches I would really want to see. Too. Anyways, that's Batista.
Yep. I really wanted Batista and Brock. We got teased it that much when Batista came back.
All right. Okay, Luke.
Yo.
You picked number 45.
I did.
Roddy Piper.
Oh, hot damn.
God, how the fuck did I get settled with Batista and you got Piper? Anyway, and go.
37.
Roddy Piper has never been World Heavyweight Champion. and he never needed to be. Contended with the likes of Hulk Hogan, the Iron Sheik, Ric Flair, Harley Race, Dusty Rhodes, you name it, not only has he beat them, but he did it without the aid of a championship. Pound for pound, one of the toughest SOBs in the business, both in and out of the ring, and was the first mainstream professional wrestler to taste the rarefied air of Hollywood on a mainstream level, starring in multiple films, all on his own, when the office really didn't support it. Made major waves in both the WWF and WCW, returning at separate times in his career where people thought the highlight of his time was gone, and he proved them wrong. Also helped usher in TNA as a legitimate brand as a part of their championship committee, sponsored by the NWA. Gave his career relentlessly over to younger talent.
Well,
that's a good one, though.
I think I'm going to go with Piper on that.
I think you should.
That's a fair point.
I think you should.
Oh, shit, Piper won. Oh, no.
Right.
So upset about it.
Not too much dissing on Batista, but there's
No. That's how the bracket lines out.
Greatest stick man in the fucking business ever.
Right, yeah. Who's going to be upset about that?
All right.
You won.
Caleb, you won that one.
All right. Let's get to
Call it in the air.
Heads.
Heads it is.
I'm going first.
Attaboy.
Okay. Because this is an interesting one.
All right.
I'm looking forward to this one here. You picked number 54.
Yep.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh my God, we're going to hear this impression. And go.
It's a cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage. Hulk Hogan, you don't understand what you're dealing with. Macho Man Randy Savage, at a time when Hulk Hogan was the synonymous name with the WWF, passing the times of Bruno Sammartino, passing the times of even Superfly Jimmy Snuka as the primary guy for the WWF, Macho Man Randy Savage comes in to the WWE, not from the AWA like Hogan, but from the NWA, and makes a name for himself that is synonymous with being one of the greatest characters in professional wrestling history. One of the few people to beat Hulk Hogan in the middle of the ring for the world title at a WrestleMania. WrestleMania 3, when Hulk Hogan wrestled Andre the Giant in the main event, the match that people remember from that WrestleMania is Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for the Intercontinental title. His feud with Jake the Snake Roberts brought real-life levity into the professional wrestling world, demonstrated how relationships... Damn!
Damn! You got 8 seconds more if you wouldn't have put that.
Worth it.
All right.
Yeah.
Who'd I get?
Dig it.
You got number 29. Kurt Angle.
Motherfucker! I wanted Kurt Angle so bad.
All right.
God damn it! God damn it!
All right, here we go. And let me know when.
I will. Go.
Kurt Angle.
Say it.
The only Olympic gold medalist in professional wrestling history.
How did he win it?
With a broken freaking neck.
That's right.
Not only that, was the only rookie to ever hold every major championship in the WWE in his freshman year of professional wrestling. Kurt Angle is synonymous with professional wrestling, whether it be Olympics, whether it be collegiate, whether it be professional. Not only that, went over from the WWE and murdered TNA. Held every championship TNA has. Kurt Angle is pound for pound the greatest professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. It's a shame that this tournament isn't named the Kurt Angle Classic, because Kurt Angle deserves to be the greatest of all time, and I don't need any more time. Cut my time.
What's your time ended right there anyway?
I think you made that one.
I really hate that it was Macho Man versus Angle, but
who better to take it, though?
We gotta go with Kurt Angle.
Agreed. Not even I want
God, I'm so happy about Kurt Angle.
Fuck. All right, guys. We're going into the semifinals of this tournament. Right in this next video, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Find us on all of our social media pages. You'll see that later. Stay tuned. Bye!